Education is the civil right of every child. But when a girl child is denied access to education, it brings controversy. Which brings us to today's topic of discussion, girls' child education.
It's nice having you once again join us on your favorite talk show program, Inside Life. My name is Alafin Victor Oluwatobe, and I'm joined this wonderful afternoon with my co-presenter,
Adenike Mustafa.
And together we will be discussing girl child education. We'll be joined on this program with our guests, whom you get to know shortly after the short break. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned.
Can you perceive that awesome aroma?
Yes, let's go check where it's coming from.
Sweetheart, the meal seems really different and unique. What is the secret?
Honey, the secret is Golden Penny Pure Vegetable Oil.
Golden Penny Pure Vegetable Oil?
Yes, the home of good food.
You can get this product at Modern Market, Bida, H-Line, Shop 329, J-Line, Shop 332. Contact 080-6933-6986. Golden Penny, the home of good food.
Alright, welcome back from that short break. Before we went on break, I said I'll be joined later by our guest, and she's already seated here with us. I have here with me this wonderful afternoon, Hajia Zainab Kamaru Idris. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. You're welcome.
Thank you for it. It's nice having you join us.
Happy to meet you. Thank you.
Tell us a little more about you.
A bona fide child of Bida from Lapai local government, from Muye town, Kakanda by tribe, and happily based from Kogi again. My mother is from Kogi State. And all and why my education is both in Kogi and Niger State. I have my primary school living certificates in Ansarul Islam, Lokoja, Muslim Community Secondary School, Lokoja, while my NCE with College of Education, Mina, and my degree also with affiliated ABU Zaria with College of Education, my first degree. And right now, I'm the principal of this great institution, Women Day College, Vida.
Straight up, we're talking about girl child education, and from the little you've just told us, you've really gone so far education-wise. Now, but these days in the environment, especially in the northern part of the Nigeria, I think most families prefer sending their male wards to school and leaving the female. Now, what do you think would be the reason for people to believe that the legacy for education should be to a man and not to the woman?
When the girl child grow up, goes to school, acquires certificates, they tend to be westernized by the European countries, and they're beginning to believe that as time goes on, things positively will not be gotten from such a situation, such a knowledge, not knowing that we're only harming ourselves than good then. So girls were not given that priority to have gone to acquire education, just like in the field of medical today, in the field of military today, in the field of judiciary today. You can see that we have few girls there, or few women there, few ladies there. They are not participating well the way it should be. Men are taking more large seats. But with the coming of the late president's wife, Mariam Babangida, I think she was the first person that spoke out publicly that there is need for girl child education, life for rural women, better life for rural women. And she started with that, not knowing that she had her plans. If not for her state of health that just took her and she died recently, she was still on her CC fighting for women growth and development in this country. Because when you look at Nigeria compared to other countries, we are still backward. gender equality is not well treated. And that is why the other first lady, the wife of this president, Jonathan, patient cried out seriously that the equality should be divided. If they cannot give us, they should give us at least 35%. Women should be at the Senate and the House of Rep so that we can bring the true picture of women out. But she was not listened to. They only gave her, I think, 10%. She was not given to. Rightly again, I want to take you back to Kogi State, where we have crisis seriously. A lady is out now for the governor by name Tacha. Is it Tacha? Yes, Natacha. That girl is out. I will want the governor to pick her in his administration. Let's see what she can do. She's out and she's crying for the masses. If she has not gone to acquire that knowledge, she wouldn't have known what is going on in her state. She's out for that country, for that state. And I want the federal government, the president, should look into her case. That lady is a stuff, and we will not want to lose her stuff. Anything that happened to that girl, people will be responsible. Many people will be held responsible because she's educated and she knows what she's fighting for.
We found out that this practice is common in the northern part of Nigeria. Could religion be a factor fueling this belief?
Women are asked to go and seek for the knowledge because the prophet said, Muslim, both male and female. So there is no discrimination as far as Islam is concerned. Every mother, not even in Islam, even in the Christian, religion, the mother stands to be the first school of every child. You are the first person to teach her what is good and what is not good, what is bad and what is good. So it is the mother that is the first school of every child. That is when it comes to Islam. So you see, women should be given that breathing space so that we should be education. We should be educated. Because if we are educated, if we stand to be the first school of every child, then there will be a lot of changes. There will be a lot of growth and development. Because in Islam we have rights. A man has his rights and a woman has his right. Then when you talk about privileges may not be all that stand like a right. It's lesser than a right. So these are not be given to them, and with this they have to come out to fight for their rights. And that's why some of them are out to come and acquire this education. Coming here again, most of these facilities that are supposed to be on the ground for a girl child.
As an educator who has passed through the rank and file of education and getting to where you are today as a principal, now, do you think the lack of females not being given the opportunity to really go that far in education has to do with the development of the country, Nigeria at large?
Yes, no. Because there is no gender equality. So some of the positions goes in that of finance. What is it called? This woman, this late Dora Akunyele. They have come and they have partake, and we've seen how far they've gone. Had it been they were not educated, it wouldn't. But look onto the north. Women are just coming out now. In the eastern part of the country, the western part, they've gone far compared to our section now. And that is why most of the governors today in the northern country give more priority to women education. They give them scholarship now so that they should be educated. In women education, some believe that women education ends in the kitchen, or their dreams stop in their matrimonial homes. It's as a result of if the girl is out for materialism. If she's out for materialism, there are women who are out for materialism. The moment the man is rich or is well-to-do, they tend to relax, not knowing that after going to acquired education, there is need for them to bring out what they have gone to achieve so that other people benefit from them. You know, understand? We get to know their potentials. Some of them have good potentials in them. They are intelligent and they can carry others along. But there are men who kept them at home, who doesn't want them to move forward as a result of one reason or the other. That is bad to them. Just like the way we used to have those in Kule before. In Yoruba land, they call them the Elehas. Even the Elehas today are asked for education. It is in the black days when people do not know the value of education, they keep women at home. Not knowing that these women they keep at home are good ambassadors of this country. They can do better. That is why I'm just speaking of Ahmed Kere. You need to get the woman, sit with her. The way she talks, very educated. Is it her fluency? Is it the knowledge in her? Is it the experience she has gotten? Match this together. You want to bring your child out to become like her, because she has learned seriously and she has gotten that certificate, and that thing is disturbing her. Why is it that our women are still lacking? Why should women continue to stay at home to be full-time housewife? You know, there are some certain things they can do. They can help the society. They can go to learn. If you cannot go to school, then you go to learn what is it called? Handwork.
All right, Hajia, we've been speaking with Hajia Zainab Kamaru Idris, who is the principal of Women Day College here in Bida. So we've running out of time already. So in just 1 minute, what is your advice to all girls out there who wants this education?
They should be determined. They should have determination that this thing I want to do it. And anytime you want to get to do this thing, and you are focused, you are determined, with prayers, you get there. There are people who are doctors. There are people who are professors, female professors, just like the former Minister of Education, Aja Rukayat Suleiman. We have female lecturers in some of our institutions of learning, like Dr. Alabi in Federal Polytechnic there. So we need more women that will come out to help this society grow, help Nigeria move forward, and gender equality should be equal, so that females should have 50%, males should have 50%, 50 plus 50, 100, so that Nigeria will move forward. Because women are so, we are so important, and we know where pinches our children.
All right, if I allow Hajia to keep going, she will talk and talk and talk and talk more. But from me this wonderful afternoon, I want to tell you that if Hajia Zainab has done it, you also can also do it, and can even do better and better than Hajia Zainab. So with that, we'll be coming to the end of the program. We do hope that you've enjoyed and have learnt a lot from the topic today. And from me, Alafi Victor Oluwatobi, your host, and
Adenike Mustafa.
We're saying thanks for being part of the program. Bye for now.